Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the YouTube channel. This is Bowtie Killer 87 here, and we're gonna start a project on my car. I bought this car in Tennessee as a shell, as you can see behind me. That's all it still is. We're gonna start this process, and we're gonna go from square one all the way to the end. So stick around. I'm gonna do a walk around of the car and kind of show you what we've done, what needs to be done, and where we're gonna go from there. All right, here we go. So this is my 89 GT. It is a factory 1K smoke car. Should be one of around 1,000, a little over, according to the recognition guide. And I found the car, like I said, in Tennessee as a shell. And thought it would be cool to start a project, start a channel on it, and see where we can go from here. This right here is kind of what we started out with. We'll insert some pictures of what it looked like before. But all of this has been fixed. There was rust down in here in the whole area, and it's been fixed. This side is completely done for the most part. You walk around over here to this side. This side is not yet done, but it's about 90%. All right in here was all rust, terrible. Just literally just stick a screwdriver through it, and this is what it looks like without the horn on it. We're gonna try to put it all together and see what happens. We'll be working on that today. But as you can see, the car is completely gutted. There is nothing in this car whatsoever besides bare minimum stuff that's riveted still in, and that's it. We do have some firewall work to do, as you can see. Somebody decided they wanted to put a SN95 piece in it, as you can see right there. And then back here, at one point in time, they tried to cut it out for, I guess, a sump or something like that. But they cut that out. We're going to try to fix all of that. As you can see, the car is not its factory color. This is actually the factory color. But you can see all the filler in it, stuff like that. The car's straight for the most part. But it looks to be in good shape for the most part. We are going to shave the complete engine bay for the car. Everything. The whole thing. Up there. After we fix this, I'll probably wind up deleting that too. I haven't made up my mind yet, but we're gonna take kind of the plan for as far as suspension and stuff goes. I'm gonna take the Maxim Motorsport catalog and just throw it at the car. We're gonna try to make a road race car out of it to a degree. Play up here in the mountains with it a little bit. The power plant's kind of undecided yet. We haven't made up our mind, so we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. So stick around. We'll do this piece here in a little bit, and stay tuned. Okay guys, a little bit of a backstory on me. I got my first car at 13. It was an 87 GT, the car here behind me. Had the car up until December of 2017, December 23rd to be exact. And we had a brake failure on the car. The O-ring in the back of the master blew out and caused me to crash into a Toyota Tacoma. I totaled the car, broke my femur in the process. I'll put some pictures up so you guys can see what happened. And this is the car now after what happened to it. As you can see here, the firewall is completely destroyed. It wadded everything right here. It pulled it away from the firewall and the frame horns on both sides. It has completely destroyed the front end of this car. It bowed the passenger side rocker out pretty good. Bowed up the tunnel and everything like that. You can see where everything is bent, especially up in here in this area and down here. So that was this was kind of my car, and I'll post some pictures up in the video also, as well as what the car looked like before I wrecked it. But kind of my thing was I didn't want to buy a completely done car. I wanted something that I could do, because I'm one of those, if I buy a car, I'm going to pull it apart anyway to try to fix it. So we just went ahead and bought a chassis, and that's kind of where this car comes into play. The car behind me, as you can see, gave up its life to fix this one because it was already wrecked. But that was my first car. That's what got me into it, and it's been a passion of mine since day one. I love the cars. It's something different. A lot of kids my age don't really get into this kind of thing. They would rather buy a new one or just have one given to them that's already done. So I figured I would try something different. and build this one. So there you go. Okay guys, so we're gonna put this piece on right quick, and once I get it on and set up, I'll show you guys what it looks like with all the clamps on it before we get ready to weld. All right. Okay, so I've got the piece all set in there, clamped in, good to go. I'll just kind of show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like, all clamped in, perfect, everything just looks like the other side. I'll get you guys set up where you can see me weld it in. I'm not a professional welder, don't claim to be. I do this as a hobby, so don't give me too much crap on my welds. And I'll get you guys propped up so you can watch. All right. Okay, so here's what it looks like. We've kind of tacked welded some of it in. Haven't got it all in. Sorry if you can't hear me very well. We got the fan on it here. It's a little warm, but we got some more holes to fill in to get it the rest of the way. But like I said, the welds aren't really the greatest. You know, some of them are pretty bad. You get kind of the idea. And we're just gonna keep at it, and we'll show you the product when we're done. Okay, so we finally got it all wrapped up and got everything welded in. Like I said, the welds look like shit. I'm not good at it. All I know how to do is stick two pieces of metal together. More of a grinder than anything. I mean, hell, I think the best one's about that one right there. You know, they're not the greatest, but we're gonna get it ground down here in a little bit, and we'll show you what it looks like. Hopefully it'll look as good as the other side. All right, kind of a small update. We got some of them ground. A little bit, not too good, not too bad. You know, you clean them up, they look all right. We're slowly making progress. We'll get there. You know, you get the car behind me. We're up here working. You got Dad in the background. He's doing most of the grinding. He kind of has to do something around here, so. All right, so walking over, you can see this is what it looks like when it's finally ground. Doesn't look too terrible. Like I said, mainly my fault for the welding. Looks like crap, but hindsight being 2020, it's not too bad for an amateur. We're gonna lay a coat of paint on it. I just found another problem I gotta look at. You see it right there, a little crack. Maybe gotta have to fill that in, I don't know yet. But we'll get it painted up and we'll show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, so shit happens. You can kind of see, just from the grinding process, kind of see there's a little hole right there. Well, you cover it with the end of your finger. But I've done enough work on this thing. I'm not gonna let one hole be a problem, so we're gonna weld it up, get it fixed. We've already fixed it one time before, so like I said, water gets in there, it rusts. It winds up rusting out. Underneath this, there's a panel inside here and down in here, and there's multiple layers of metal. So what it does, it just one little spot winds up making 3-4 layers of metal here rust out. And as you can see, we've POR'd this after we fixed it and everything. It still doesn't look the greatest, but it's a lot better than it was. So like I said, we'll get that fixed up, get everything painted up, and we'll show you guys the finished product. Okay, so this is the passenger side of the car. You can see it cleaned up really well. This is the first side we did. This is the one that any of you guys that showed up at Fort Takeover saw. And if you paid attention to the car, there's still a little bit like right here, a little surface rust. We're gonna POR all this, so it takes care of it. But that's what that side looks like. We'll walk around over here and we'll show you the other side. The other side looks pretty good. It's freshly painted, so ignore the runs or whatever. I'm not too good at that. But you can see it turned out pretty good. Looks pretty close to the other side. You can see where there's some pinholes, stuff like that. Like I said, the POR should take care of that because of how thick it is. But I'm very glad that we got both sides in. And like I said earlier in the video, I will post some pictures of stuff of what it looked like before, you know, we started doing all the work to it. What it looked like whenever the rust was in there, how far we've come along, because like I said, I didn't have the camera at the time, didn't really have the idea. We'll post a lot of that stuff just throughout the video, and you'll get to see kind of how far the car has progressed. Granted, it's nothing major like suspension stuff like that, where people, you know, throw money at them and get them done. I mean, could I have this car done? Yes, I could have this car done probably by October, which I'll get to that in a later video. But I want to spend my time and fix what's wrong with the car, you know, finish it and build it the way I want to build it, you know, fix what's wrong with it. Some people won't even take the time of day to fix these cars like that, but me, I like to, because it's something different. What in the world are you doing? Oh, he's over there playing with the other car. But anyway, so we are going to do an outro. So kind of my outro, I want to say a special thanks to Brutal Vlogs. He's the one that kind of gave me the idea for all of this. He helped me out a lot with what I need and how I'm going about doing this. So I want to say a huge thank you to him. I also want to say thank you to Caleb from Foxcast Media. He also kind of gave me the idea to do this as well. They both pushed me pretty hard to do this. And I think it's going to wind up being a really good build video, or series anyway. So this will be the first video of the series, you know, and hopefully we'll grow and get a little bit better throughout the videos. But if you want to stick around, see the progress of the car, kind of to recap, we are going to do a complete Maxxum Motorsport suspension underneath the car. We have a motor, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. We'll include kind of a little spoiler in there, but that'll be for later. We're going to fill up the engine bay, fill in all the holes. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the factory ones or maybe even go to LMR and use the ones that have no holes in them. We're going to do that. Full custom TMI interior in the car, probably black and gray, because like I said, the car is a 1K smoke car. So if you have a 1K smoke car, get in contact with me in some way. You can look up my Instagram, BowtieKiller87. It'll be there. Send me a DM if you have a car. I'm gonna try to keep track of some of these cars because they are very rare for what they are. You know, so if you have any old pictures or ever seen the cars before, you have some, send them to me. We'll figure out something to do. I love the color. I love the cars. That's why we decided to save this one. So like I said, guys, I just want to say thank you for everybody that watches. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow the Instagram. You can follow Stepdad if you want, Fox Bodies Forever 92. He'll be posting some stuff on the car as well. So thank you guys. Be safe. Have a nice day.